Philadelphia news, team of my heart. You won't believe the latest Sixers news that's about to shake the NBA. A longtime Sixers veteran has just announced his shocking retirement from Olympic play, raising big questions about his future in the league. This decision hits home for any true Sixers fan, especially after everything he's contributed to the team. What does this mean for his next steps? Don't miss out on this breaking Sixers news, stay updated and see what could happen next. If you're a diehard Sixers fan, you need to subscribe now. With this much happening, you can't afford to miss any Sixers news. Hit that subscribe button and stay ahead of the game. Do you remember the last time you watched the Philadelphia 76ers play and felt that bittersweet mix of pride and nostalgia? The kind where you know you're witnessing the end of an era? That's exactly the kind of moment we're talking about today. Picture it, the 2024 Paris Olympics, where Team USA had their own last dance, featuring legends like LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant. But there was another player on the court, one who once wore the Sixers jersey, who made a decision that hits close to home for any true Philadelphia fan. The gold medal match was intense, with Team USA going head-to-head against France. For Sixers fans, it was a proud moment seeing Joel Embiid clinch his first Olympic gold, adding another jewel to his already glittering crown. But, as much as this victory was about the present, it also felt like a farewell tour for several players, marking the end of an Olympic chapter. You've seen this player on the court in Philadelphia, contributing to the highs and lows of the team's journey. And while his Olympic career might have reached its conclusion, the memories he's created, the moments that made you cheer and, sometimes, hold your breath, will stay with you. This isn't just about retirement, it's about recognizing the sacrifices and triumphs that define a player's legacy, especially when that player has worn the Sixers jersey. Imagine what it's like for someone who has dedicated 15 years to national play, racking up 7 medals across 4 World Cups, 4 Eurobaskets, and 4 Olympics. It's the kind of career most athletes only dream of, and this player has lived it. And now, he's decided to step away from the international stage. This isn't just a retirement, it's a reflection on a journey that has seen victories, defeats, and the kind of perseverance that makes you proud to be a Sixers fan. His decision doesn't come out of nowhere. After all, this player is 35 now, and as he's navigated through the 2023 to 2024 NBA season, you've probably wondered how much longer he would continue. It's a question that comes up often for veterans, especially those who've given so much to the game. But while he might be stepping back from Olympic play, don't be too quick to count him out of the NBA just yet. During his time with the Sixers, he showed that he still has plenty to offer. In the 2024 season, he played 57 games, starting in 38 of them, and proved that experience counts just as much as raw talent. Averaging 6 points and 4 rebounds, he might not have been the flashiest player on the court, but his contribution was steady, reliable. And let's not forget, he shot 40% from 3, a testament to his enduring skill. So, as this player takes a bow from his national team, you might be wondering what's next. Will he hang up his sneakers for good, or is there another chapter waiting to be written in the NBA? Sixers news has been buzzing with speculation, and while he hasn't made any final decisions, there's a sense that this isn't the end of his basketball story. What does this mean for you as a fan? It means you've been part of a journey, watching a player evolve, contribute, and now, make a decision that reflects not just his career but his entire legacy. It's the kind of news that makes you pause and reflect on what it means to be part of the Sixers community, a community that's seen players come and go but always finds a way to keep the spirit alive. If you're like most Sixers fans, you're probably feeling a mix of emotions right now. There's the pride of having witnessed greatness, the sadness of saying goodbye, and the curiosity about what the future holds. But one thing's for sure, this player's decision to retire from Olympic play is a significant moment, not just for him, but for everyone who's followed his career, especially during his time in Philadelphia. You know, it's tough to imagine a player with such an accomplished career stepping away from the international stage. But when you think about it, 15 years of representing your country, bringing home 7 medals, and competing in some of the biggest tournaments in the world, that's a career that deserves respect. You've watched this player go through the grind, giving everything he had in each game, whether it was for his national team or during his time with the Sixers. It's the kind of dedication that makes you appreciate what it takes to reach that level of success. During his tenure with the Sixers, you saw firsthand how his experience added a new dimension to the team. He wasn't just a veteran presence, he was a key part of the rotation, stepping up when it mattered most. Think about those moments when the game was on the line, and he hit a clutch 3 or grabbed a crucial rebound. Those are the moments that stick with you, reminding you why you're so invested in this team and the players who wear the jersey. And let's talk about his impact on the court. Shooting 40% from beyond the arc isn't something you see every day, especially from a player who's been in the league as long as he has. That kind of accuracy shows you that he's still got it, even after all these years. It's not just about the numbers, though. It's about how he fits into the team dynamic, how his presence on the court changes the game. You've seen it. When he's out there, the Sixers play with a different energy, a different level of confidence. But now, with his Olympic career behind him, you're left wondering what's next. The decision to retire from national play doesn't necessarily mean he's done with the NBA. In fact, there's still a lot of speculation about where he'll land next season. Will he stay in the league, or is this the beginning of the end for a player who's given so much to the game? It's a question that's been on your mind, especially after seeing him return to LA after his stint with the Sixers. His time with the Clippers might be coming full circle, but that doesn't mean his story is over. You've seen how players can reinvent themselves, find new roles, and continue to contribute even in the latter stages of their careers. And if anyone can do it, it's a player like him, someone who's proven time and again that he's not just here to make up the numbers, but to make a real impact. As you follow the latest Sixers news, you can't help but think about how this player's journey reflects the broader story of the team. It's about resilience, adaptability, and the drive to keep pushing forward, no matter the challenges. You've seen the Sixers go through their own ups and downs, and in many ways, this player's career mirrors that journey. It's a reminder that success in basketball, like in life, is never a straight path. There are twists and turns, highs and lows, and it's how you respond that defines your legacy. And even though he's stepping back from international play, there's a part of you that hopes he still has more to offer in the NBA. You know what he's capable of, and you've seen how he can still be a valuable asset to any team, especially one with championship aspirations. Whether it's with the Sixers or another franchise, you know that he's got the skills, the experience, and the mindset to keep competing at the highest level. It's moments like these that remind you why you love following the Sixers and the players who've been a part of the team. It's not just about the stats or the wins and losses, it's about the stories, the journeys, and the connections you've built along the way. And as this player moves on from one chapter of his career, you're left with a deep appreciation for everything he's accomplished and a sense of anticipation for what's to come. You've seen players come and go, but some leave a lasting impression, don't they? This player has been one of those rare talents who brought a blend of skill, experience, and leadership to the court. You know how valuable that is, especially in those crucial playoff moments when every possession counts. When he was with the Sixers, his contributions might not have always made the highlight reels, but you noticed the impact. The way he positioned himself, how he made the extra pass, or the defensive stops that shifted the momentum in the Sixers' favor, those are the things you remember. His decision to step away from Olympic play might have surprised some, but for you, it makes sense. After all, he's given everything to his national team for 15 years. He's been through the grind, collected 7 medals, and now, he's choosing to focus on what's next. It's a decision that speaks to his wisdom and understanding of the game. You know that kind of foresight isn't easy for any athlete, especially one who's been as successful as he has. And now, as you follow the latest updates, you're curious about his next move in the NBA. Will he continue to bring his veteran presence to the court, or will he decide it's time to hang up his sneakers for good? It's a question that's been on your mind, especially after he returned to LA, back to familiar territory with the Clippers. But you've seen how players like him can surprise you, finding new roles and ways to contribute even when others might think their best days are behind them. As you think back on his time with the Sixers, you realize how much he brought to the team. It wasn't just about the stats, though shooting 40% from 3 is nothing to overlook. It was about the way he fit into the team dynamic. He brought stability, experience, and a calm under pressure that only comes from years of playing at the highest level. You know those are the qualities that can make the difference in a championship run. But let's be real, you've probably figured out by now who I'm talking about. This isn't just any player, this is Nicolas Batum, the veteran forward who gave everything on the court, whether it was for the Sixers or the French national team. You've seen him in action, you've cheered for him, and now, you're witnessing the next chapter of his incredible career unfold. Did you guess it was Batum before now? It's no surprise if you did. After all, a player like him leaves a mark on every team he's a part of. And as he steps away from Olympic play, you're left with a sense of gratitude for everything he's brought to the game, and maybe a bit of curiosity about what he'll do next. If you want to stay up to date on everything happening with Batum and the Sixers, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. You don't want to miss out on any of the latest Sixers news. There's always something new around the corner, and you'll want to be the first to know.